On the witness stand this week is Serxhio, who has been to New York to visit the Model UN. Would you be able to tell us a bit about that?
Good morning, first of all. It's really an honor to be here today and talk about my experience I had to MUN. It was a really nice experience, guys, and obviously for me it was really nice to be in MUN, in headquarters of United Nations New York, and talk about a lot of stuff, which is the war that going on and the rule of law, and obviously talk about the problems that our countries, our continent had lately, last few years. It was a really nice experience, obviously getting knowing a lot of people there, a lot of students, professors from different universities. It was a really nice experience, and obviously I had the chance to represent my country, which was Albania, for Security Council meeting. That meeting was 15 countries involved, and we talked about the rule of law and the youth in peace and stability. The main point of talking was the war. That was the main point, and obviously the youth, how to protect the youth, because as we know, the youth is the future and we want to build on them. I represent Albania, and obviously my plan was definitely to present the peace and respect of human rights. That was my plan, and that's why I was honorable mention for my contribution for UN.
So you mentioned to us before that you could have represented either Greece or Albania. So why was it that you chose to represent Albania?
Well, it's a really nice question, and thank you for that, because I have a chance to talk about it as well. The reason why I represent Albania, I love both countries same, as I love Albania, I love Greece. The reason why I represent Albania is simple, because last 2 or 3 years, it's really bad interruption I say about Albania. It's a corrupt country, or it's a criminals or gang country, which is not true at all, because I'm Albanian and I'm a student at this university, and I'm progressing here without being something of what people think about for Albania. So from my point of view, I have to show that my country is not what people think. It is something that we can do more than what people think.
You mentioned you got an award as well. What was that about?
So, as I mentioned earlier, I was in Security Council Committee, and we talked about a lot of stuff. And most of the country was in committee, like America or Brazil, different countries, high countries as well, in the political side, obviously in the economic side. They present the power that they have already. As Albania couldn't represent the power that we have, because we're a small country, and we are only 30-year democracy country. We've been in communism regime about till 90s, so I couldn't represent something. All I have to represent is peace, stability, and respecting human rights, and obviously reforms, the law. My country had Albania, my country then, had reformed the law about a lot of stuff, which is, as I said, mentioned earlier, human rights. And that's why I've been honorable mention for my contribution for MUN, because I actually represent something different than any different country that you used to do last few years.
What sort of do you gain from going to an event like this, where there's people from lots of different countries who all have a different opinion on the law and ethics, things like this, and getting to talk to these people?
Well, to be in headquarters of United Nations, probably one of the best experiences you can get, and you just feel like there, it's everything what the safe that most countries have in this world is thanks of United Nations, and it's by themselves, it's really a big opportunity. To be there, it's a nice feeling, because there you can say things, but for what actually believe for the world, and that what actually can change for it. It was nice. You can from MUN you can get a lot of things, such as public speech, body language. If you like advocacy, yes, it's probably one of the best way to work through. And obviously, most of the things you can get from MUN, from my side, is if you want to work in the future as a diplomat or ambassador of a country, definitely is one of the best opportunity, and definitely is must for someone who want to follow that route in the future.
So you said you were going to go back next year as well. What are your plans for that?
Well, I'm looking forward for next year. It's on 11th of April. It's going to be meeting again. This year I might not represent the Security Council. I might choose a different committee, which might be the environment or the economic growth, because as we know, we have a huge problem in the climate change, so we have to solve that thing out, and that's why we have to work through about it. And yes, I'm looking forward about it, and I've got already the acceptance for the April conference.
How do you choose what it is you're going to be discussing there? You said about the Environmental Council and your Security Council last year. Are these sort of things that you're already sort of have an interest in that you want to discuss?
So basically, as I mentioned earlier, the reason why I want to talk about Security Council is because it's our everyday basic things. Yes, we don't deal with war every day. However, we get a lot of problems from different countries about the war, a lot of troubles. And obviously the next meeting of MUN for Security Council definitely be about the war in the Israel we have lately. And that's going to be one of the biggest points that we have to talk about. And however, the climate change, as I said, for me, both of them, they are probably one of the must attention we have to pay for to solve the things. Because if we keep let them go, the war going to keep go. But if we start solve them, hopefully anyone be safer, and the youth can grow safe. Because as you see, like a lot of human rights does not to be respected in that countries. And environment, we have to protect the planet, guys. It's our home. We cannot do anything without it. It's our home. We have to keep it safe, clear as possible, and everything else happen by themselves. You don't have to do anything. Just give a passion.
So, how did you get involved, and how might other people get involved?
So, MUN. MUN, basically, it was the last April. I had an email by Hannah. Well, it wasn't personal email. It was like a university email to law students. As soon as I saw that, for me, it was, well, that's definitely for me because it's something what I like. I like to work through for diplomat ways and whatever is involved with that. And as soon as I saw that, I was definitely called my family because my family is my support, and always I get them opinion. Doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. I always ask them whatever I do. I asked them. They told me, you know what? If you like it, just do it. Don't worry if it's far. Don't worry for financial support or something. I just booked everything up and prepared myself. Before the conference, you have to prepare things such as a position paper. You have to build a few documents and submit and said what your country stand about the topic that we want to talk about. And obviously you have to prepare things which is small speeches, about 1 to 4 minute speeches, so you can have a different speech in every single day. I want to notice as well that it was 4-day conference. So every single day we have to have a meeting, speak about things. I had in front of 500 people have a speech for first day, and the rest of them it was with the Committee of Security Council meeting and talking about the war on depends of the world. And obviously we don't have debates face to face with different countries. And obviously that was one of the best things because you could actually get a lot of experience by different delegates and different laws of what countries stand on that process. Yes, MUN, that's how I got basically from Hannah, book everything up, go to New York, join that amazing competition. That's probably one of the best to do.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us. That's all the questions we've got. Thank
you very much as well for giving me the opportunity to share my experience with MUN. And obviously I want to mention something. If anyone in our universities want to to follow the diplomatic way, simple, guys, you can actually do that. It's not something that you have required to attempt MUN. You have to be student. That's what you have to do. You have to be. And as long as you're student and as long you have, well, the final support to fly over New York, that's all you have to do. You can participate in MUN and live that experience that I lived through. Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you.